Ambassador Victoria Hayes sat across from the throne commander of the Xylothian Empire, methodically filing her nails while he delivered what was supposed to be a terrifying ultimatum. The ornate war room of the Imperial flagship fell silent as the alien warlord's three eyes bulged in disbelief. Did you hear what I just said? Commander Rathzul demanded, his voice translator crackling with indignation. The Xylothian Empire will unleash total warfare upon your pathetic species. We command 4,000 warships. We have conquered 67 star systems. We will reduce Earth to molten slag. Victoria glanced up from her nails, looking mildly annoyed at the interruption. Are you finished? The surrounding Xylothian officers shifted uncomfortably. In 300 years of galactic conquest, no diplomat had ever responded to their threats with boredom. You mock the might of Xyloth? Rathzul roared, slamming all four of his fists on the conference table. We have atomized entire civilizations for less disrespect. Victoria inspected her left index finger critically, then resumed filing. Question: how many of those civilizations had actually fought a war before you showed up? The commander blinked. What? Real war. Not border skirmishes or trade disputes. I'm talking about industrial-scale, multi-generational, apocalyptic warfare. She looked up, her expression pleasant, but her eyes absolutely glacial. Because humanity? We're really good at war. We have 4,000 warships, Rathzul repeated, as if she hadn't heard him the first time. Yes, you mentioned that. Victoria pulled out her datapad, scrolling casually. Impressive number. Earth currently has, let's see, about 12,000 active military vessels. Another 8,000 in reserve. But who's counting? The Xylothian officers exchanged nervous glances. Their intelligence impossible, Hadzuli said. You've been a spacefaring species for barely a century. 83 years, actually. Victoria smiled. Turns out when your entire planet has a history of building weapons at an industrial scale, you get pretty efficient at it. Earth was manufacturing 50,000 military aircraft per year during one of our global conflicts. That was with 1940s technology. Imagine what we can do now. She leaned back in her chair, crossing her legs. But let's talk about your conquest record. 67 systems in 3 centuries. Congratulations. You know what humanity did in our last World War? Killed 80 million of our own species in 6 years. We invented weapons so terrifying we banned ourselves from using them. Twice. You're bluffing, Rathzul said, but his translator betrayed the uncertainty in his voice. Am I? Victoria's smile didn't reach her eyes. Here's what's going to happen, Commander. You're going to take your 4,000 ships and go home. You're going to tell your emperor that humanity politely declines to be conquered. And you're going to thank whatever gods you worship that I'm stopping this before it starts. And if we refuse, Victoria stood, gathering her things with deliberate slowness. Then you'll learn why the Galactic Council specifically requested that Earth handle conflict resolution. See, all those other species you conquered, they were peaceful, naive, unprepared. She walked toward the door, pausing at the threshold. Humanity spent 10,000 years perfecting the art of killing each other. We built empires on bones. We split atoms to make bombs. We weaponized diseases, turned mathematics into murder, and created machines specifically designed to make other machines better at killing. She turned back, her expression almost pitying. We stopped fighting each other only because we finally ran out of reasons to. But Commander, if you give us a new reason, if you threaten our species, her. Voice dropped to barely above a whisper. We will remember every lesson learned in every trench, every blitz, every siege. We will show you what total war actually means. The silence in the war room was absolute. Now, I have a lunch appointment in an hour, Victoria continued brightly, checking her watch. Do we have an understanding, or should I cancel my reservation and call my fleet admiral? Rathzul's translator remained silent for a long moment. When he finally spoke, his voice had lost all its bravado. We will consider your words carefully. Excellent choice. Victoria smiled genuinely for the first time. Pleasure doing business with you, Commander. As she left the Imperial flagship, her assistant hurried alongside. Ma'am, were you bluffing about the fleet number?